It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Falcons' electric quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Full football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Gordon alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
I love this score during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mariota on 3rd and 2. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Matt Ioannidis pulling his way in and sticking to the turf. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. But it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Mariota. Inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here's Foreman. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Falcon football. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this 1st half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. This pass is caught by London. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They run again with Foreman. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to go. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A big one coming from kicker Eddie Pinheiro. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you hate to admit it, but sometimes in this sport, the determining factor of who wins, who loses, just plain dumb luck.
Yeah, sometimes it turns out that way, does it? If this is basketball, we'd say that was a shooter's bounce, right? In this case, hitting the crossbar and finding its way over. I actually coached in a game where a kid made a 42-yard field goal, which was the extent of his distance, hit the crossbar, fell over for the win. It goes the other direction. We lose that night.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play fake. Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk for the 45. They go play action. Mariota. Right back to Pitts again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on.
This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence. Let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So Darnold and the Panthers now trailing 17-10, less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Complete to Shenault, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Darnold to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Carolina. 68 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone inbound.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be coming up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mariota here to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Mariota to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Atlanta, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.